I recently did a reaction to a pair of Sertanejo artists called Chitazino and Aurora. It came up in the comments that Aurora's children were fantastic. Apparently, there has been a mania about these people.
Às vezes me pergunto se eu viverei sem ter você, se saberei te esquecer. Quero ver.
There's that mania there.
Mas que uma história pra viver. A luzinha do celular, vai.
Oh, it's a mashup of different places. This is basically a reaction to how well the crowd can sing, and apparently very well. It's very in tune, and there's interesting facts around that actually. When people sing together, especially in groups or in choirs and with well-known songs, they normally line up in pitch, even without any formal training. There's a few reasons behind this, and they're really, really fascinating. One of them is auditory synchronization. When people sing together, we hear what other people are doing, we're picking up auditory cues, and we start to mimic that. But there's more to it than that. There is bone conduction and vibrations. When we sing, it's not just coming out of our mouths, but our whole body vibrates, and we feel how everyone's body is vibrating next to us. These vibrations are subtly heard and felt by everyone around them, and we start to match up. And when you know a song really well and you've sung along to it loads and loads and loads, which I suspect has happened with this song, then all that practice singing it out in the car has molded it into your muscle memory. There's also one last fascinating point. When there is a lot of people singing and the majority are on pitch, those voices that might be off pitch kind of get blended out. Let's go back a little bit because I want to hear that little clip of Sandy singing at the start. She has a really beautiful voice.
Às vezes me pergunto se eu viverei sem ter você, se saberei te esquecer.
I actually hear the similarity between her voice and her father's voice. That brightness. She also doesn't really open her mouth very much. You can see that she's not got much space between her teeth, which can sometimes muffle the sound like it just did when I spoke then. For most singers, I get them to drop that jaw a little bit so that you're just letting the sound out. But here, she's adding a little bit of nasality into her tone. Same thing as her father, and allowing the air to come through her nose. And that's also in Portuguese language. And that allows the sound to resonate somewhere else than just coming out of her mouth. If I speak with my mouth closed, but it's through my nose, it's got a brighter sound than if I speak with my mouth closed and all the air is coming out of my mouth. It gets a bit too... it gets muffly. And in that little moment there where he's putting the harmony underneath, they blend seamlessly. This is because they are siblings, it's because they practiced a lot together, and also they probably have anatomical similarities. She's not having to sing at all. How amazing must that feel? This is an interesting tour. It was in 2019, but actually they broke up in 2007 and went on to solo careers. Sandy had her whole own entire solo career, and she was in some movies, and she also did a degree in languages and literature. And Junior became the drummer of a supergroup in Brazil. So they were both pretty busy. They did a reunion tour in 2019. This tour was the highest grossing tour in Brazilian music history. His voice was beautiful. So warm. Oh! Picture of them in the 90s. That note there, a little bit higher than I thought, and you could see she does open that jaw a little bit more. She's still got that wide, smiley shape, which keeps it extra bright and it keeps that light feeling. She looks like she's probably quite a small person as well. Often, not always. I want to point this out because it's not across the board. Smaller people tend to have lighter, brighter voices and also tend to have smaller larynxes, which mean they sing higher. Sometimes you get people that just randomly have a big larynx or voice box and they're small and it seems to mismatch, but most of the time it matches up. So her sound is partially her anatomy, and it's also the way that she's shaping her vocal tract, which is basically your mouth and the tube that goes all the way down towards your vocal cords, which live in here in your neck. That one. Ooh, nice run. She's really good. I want to go back and listen to some of those moments because she's doing some really beautiful technical things. Her jaw is nice and relaxed now. It's still light and bright. Those runs are so precise. That one is so beautiful and so easy. Whoa! You can see she's making a kind of round shape with her mouth rather than whoa, which is the shape that she's been making previously. You can hear that sounds a little bit more unstable and a bit too bright. Whoa! Makes it sound bigger and warmer and a little bit more emotional. It's like, oh, a bit more like crying. And this song means unforgettable. It's a kind of lost love song. That was so fast. Let's listen to that in slow-mo. I think there was 6 notes in there. It's really hard to hear because it's mixed in with the guitar, but it's so intricate. So relaxing.
Se eu não tiver você, agora e sempre vai estar preso em meus olhos, inesquecível.
what? Some more fabulous Brazilian singers. Don't go, I have something to tell you. I am starting a choir. It's going to be here on my YouTube channel every Saturday, 7 p.m. GMT. So join me to sing with people across the world. I would love to see you there. Alright, see you then, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.